If you keep answering, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, when the defense attorney asks you questions during your pretrial deposition, is it going to hurt your case? Would you like to know the answer? Come join me on this walk through the neighborhood as I share with you the answer to that question. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. So right now I'm outside where Daisy and I are going for a walk. There's Daisy over there. She's watching a couple of things in the distance. And now I have a few moments to share this great information with you. So let's say you brought a lawsuit against your careless doctor claiming that he caused you harm and injury. And now during the course of your lawsuit, the attorney who represents the doctor whom you have sued will now have an opportunity to question you in a process known as a deposition. Lawyers also call this an examination before trial. It's really a question and answer session that's given under oath and usually takes place in our office pre-COVID times. Now we do it online mostly. All right, so now there's no judge present, there's no jury present, but instead there is a court reporter there to record all of the questions you are being asked and all of the answers that you give. So now during the course of being questioned, there are many times where you turn around in response to questions you are asked with the answer of, I don't know, I don't know, I don't remember, I don't know. And now it seems as if almost every other question you wind up giving the answer, I don't know, I don't know. So what's the attorney asking you? He's asking you questions such as, okay, Mrs. Jones, when did you see the doctor for the second visit? I don't know. Well, was it a week later? I don't know. Was it a month later? I'm not sure. Was it a year later? I really don't know. Okay, when did you see him for the third visit? I don't know. How about the fourth visit? I'm not sure. And now, every time he asks you for specific dates, you just don't remember. Now, why is it that you don't remember? Well, there could be a number of reasons. It could be a result of the improper medical care that you received, and as part of your injuries, you are claiming that you now have a poor memory. Maybe, as a baseline, you didn't have a great memory. Maybe you were too focused on trying to get better that you didn't really pay much attention to the actual visits or the actual dates in which you were being treated by various doctors, because it seemed to you as if you were going to new doctors and regular doctors every day, or every other day, or every week. And now you simply weren't keeping track of what doctors you saw on what particular dates. Now, is that really important? I'll share something with you that not a lot of people tell you before you start a lawsuit. When an attorney brings a case on your behalf, when you have sued a doctor claiming that you suffered injury and now are trying to obtain money as a form of compensation, as part of the lawsuit process, before we can even determine whether or not you have a valid case, we have to do a detailed, thorough investigation. That includes getting all of your medical records. We know from investigating your case exactly when you were seen by which doctors. We know that. And if a medical expert confirms that you have a valid basis for a case, well, guess what? Now, when your case gets started, we have to provide the defense with copies of your medical records. Why? We do that so that they can go through and evaluate your records as well. In addition, we have to give them permission slips so that they can get the records directly from your doctors themselves. The defense attorneys will know exactly when you were seen by various doctors. But when it comes time to questioning you during your deposition, now the attorney is asking you, okay, when did you see the doctor next? I don't know. When did you see him next? I don't know. How about after that? I don't know. Mrs. Jones, I want you to assume that the records indicate that you were seen on January 5th. Okay. When did you see the doctor after that? I don't know. Now, why would the attorney want to go ahead and ask you questions about when you were next seen if he has copies of the records and he knows exactly when you were seen? The reason is he wants to know what it is that you remember happening. He wants to know what complaints you made on any particular visit. And then he wants to check it to see whether or not they are consistent with what's contained in the record. Only by doing that can he look to see and evaluate whether what you remember now, a year or 2 or 3 down the road, is consistent with the information contained in your medical records. The reality is that most people do not have a specific memory of every single visit that they've made to every single doctor that they saw. And if they did, the attorneys would be highly suspect and wonder how it is that they have such a fantastic memory to remember every single one of those details. In most instances, the patient will have an understanding of what may have been done at a particular visit, but may not know the exact date, the exact time, and in fact, you don't really need to know that information. because we have those details. We have those records. So the reason he's asking you, reason why the defense attorney is asking you those questions is to see what you remember. You should know that when you are asked questions at a pretrial deposition, it's not a test. You don't get graded based upon what you know or what you don't know. Instead, it's an opportunity for the attorney to lock in your testimony and lock in your answers about what it is that you do remember. Is it really going to make a difference if you don't know the exact dates you were seen in various doctor's offices? In all likelihood, in a medical malpractice case, the answer is no. We have that information anyway. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you a sense of what really happens in these medical malpractice cases here in New York. Well, if your matter happened in New York and you're considering bringing a lawsuit but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.